For this activity, we are going to create graffiti style words. First, we are going to brainstorm some words that we might want to use. We are going to use one word. I am brainstorming positive words. If you want to do a nickname or your name, or you have another idea, that's fine, but we want to spend some time brainstorming. So I am choosing 10 appropriate positive words to brainstorm. You can copy these or you can think of your own. Laugh. That one is my favorite. The second one I put is smile, which I only do after November, and then I will not smile from January to March. So after November and then the next year after March. I also put brave, smart, creative, educated, and growth. So you can copy these again, or you can write your own. Last but not least, hardworking. Sorry, that's not the last one. Kind and care. Here I'm writing the word laugh and adding a line to extend some areas of the word. And then I'm adding what I call extras, an arrow, a swirly to the end of those letters. And then I'm just traveling around the letters, just like we do with the block or bubble letters that we learn about. I'll put a link at the top here to that video. And then you just erase the letter that you started with. So your first little stick letter that you drew and the extras you'll erase, and you'll be left with a block graffiti style word. Here's where I erase the stick letter that I started with. So I'm going in and just erasing that, and I'm left with the block graffiti style letter. Another thing I want to point out that a lot of students have trouble with are letters that have a hole or a shape inside, like A, B, P, R. So here you're seeing me erase around the A, but I'm making sure that I don't lose that triangle in the middle of my A. So A, B, D, P, R. Just remember to trace around the inside of the letter too. And when you're erasing, you don't want to erase that part. You want to keep it so you can still read the word. Once you've erased the inside of each letter and you have your graffiti style word, we're going to add a drip effect. So I do this by starting on the letter L about halfway down, and I'm traveling around the entire word. One thing I see is when students will try to add drips to individual letters, and it's a little less cohesive. So we can add a lot of unity to our work, which is one of our principles of art, by going and traveling around the entire word as a whole. And I'm just traveling around the entire word with a straight line at the top, and then I start adding a curved line about halfway down the H, and I go along the bottom adding that wavy line. And then I'll go in and add some more drips on the bottom and even some drip effect inside the letters. And here I'm adding a background. I chose to put it on a brick wall. You don't have to draw each individual brick unless you want to. You can kind of draw some small lines to suggest like a brick texture or stone texture if you like. Here I'm helping a student with the drip step on the word. I use tracing paper and place it over the student's drawing so that I don't draw on the student's paper. And then we are going to trace everything with a marker. So here's another example of a student work where the student added drips to the letters, which it still works, but I think we usually end up happier with the piece if we go around the entire word, which is what I'm showing her here, instead of adding drips to the individual letters. So I'm moving the tracing paper just to show what I'm doing here. I'm tracing around the entire word, and then you're going to add the wavy lines around the word as a whole instead of individual letters. Just another example of that. And then, of course, we will be coloring these. We're going to use mostly color pencil because we're working on our color pencil technique. And then if you want to add the drips with a marker, just to add a highlight, and then the background, and we're done. Enjoy.